back to Barbers. My name is Tyson, and today we're going to be doing another video for the YouTube page. It's going to be similar to one of our recent ones, the high and tight, except it's not going to have the blunt line put through, it's just going to be swept over. So I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so I've got my client here, Connor, and he's going to have a number 1 on the back and sides, going into a sweep over on the top. Not this video is not going to have that blunt line in, it's just going to have it swept right over. Okay, so we're starting with the number 1 on the back and sides. So we're just bringing that up and coming out at an angle. We're not going in and coming out, we're going in and just smoothing it out. So it's nice smooth strokes. And as you go around the back, you're just arching it down a little bit. And coming back up on this side. Making sure you don't take off this fringe area, so just brush that back out the way when you're doing the 1. These bits of hair here are growing out inwards there, so with the 1 you need to go across that the opposite way just to make sure that is going down to that number 1. Same with this side here. Okay, so that's the number 1 done. Okay, so that's the number 1 done around the back and sides. Now we're going to be going around the outside with the smaller clippers. Okay, so we're going around the ears here. Best tip I like to use is just putting your fingers, pinching the fingers at the top of the ear, bringing your other few fingers through, and then resting the small clippers on there so you've got a nice base there to get real good balance, and you just swivel with small clippers round the ear and it gives a nice curve around there. On the back, just pulling the ear back and then just going at an angle. See that curve there, and that's your angle you're using to go all the way down there. If you keep at that angle you won't go wrong, and you just go all the way down. From that point there, that little curve there where it stops, that's where your angle is. So you use that as your guideline to go all the way down on that side there. And then you need to do the same on the other side. Okay, so we've done around the 2 sides, now we're coming to the back. This client wants it square today. The best, if you come around here and have a look, you get your angles right coming down. Okay, you make sure the client's nice and square, you're nice and square, and then you start, you just pick a spot there and then just follow it to the left and follow it to the right. I like to take these corner edges off, I think it's a bit too harsh, so I just curve round on those corners just to give it a better look. Now I need to put the client's head back up to a natural position and just double check everything's where it should be. Okay, so we finished around the back and the sides, and now we come to the top of the hair. So first of all you want to wet the hair down. You don't want a lot of length off because you still want it to come across and back. So we go from the middle section, okay, nice and tight tensions. Just take off what the client wants. So don't worry if you miss a bit here on the right side of fingers, because you don't want to keep going at that because you'll end up cutting yourself. the best thing about it is you'll pick it up in your next section anyway, and you can take that off, alright? So anyway, back to the middle sections. And then to your right section. You can see where you've taken what needs to come off. And to the left section. This side I like to go a bit shorter than the actual guideline, just as it sweeps over. And just coming around the back, just taking that shorter there. Okay, so that's the length off the top. Now we're going to come down to the blending process of the haircut. Okay, so I'm combing over the bits that don't need blending out, so I don't take that length away, because that's the most important thing about the sweep over. Okay, so I'm bringing my comb up to the length of the number 1, and I'm just bringing it up, and you can see what all needs to come away there. Make sure you're coming out at an angle with the comb. Don't go into the head, because you'll end up blending. There'll be nothing left. Okay, so we need to be going in and coming out at an angle like that. Okay. And then just going up across the head, alright? And coming around to the back. And then you do the same on the right side. But when you're coming over to blend this side, make sure you don't interfere with that fringe. So you better wet the hair down, make sure that fringe is going all the way back, and then blend out from here, so you don't get any of this. If you take that shorter, it's not going to go back, it's just going to hang. I've blow dried it and give it a lot of volume. Now it's time to use the product. The client likes a high shine but a strong hold, so I'm using grooming cream today, American Crew. Awesome product. I say it every time I use this product on my videos. But yeah, it's a really good product. So yes, there's a little bit in the palm there. Mix it all in, and then just go right through the hair from root to tip, all the way through. Just mess it up. Okay, so now we'll get the comb. Just brush it through. And then bring your fingers through it, just to give it a nice wave look. Okay, so that's the video finished. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.